Hello, gentlemen and your loved ones. Have you ever felt like your body is starting to slow down after turning 60? Those seemingly small issues suddenly become uncomfortable, or even embarrassing. If you're watching this video, chances are you've experienced that feeling before. Today, we're going to dive into a topic that's rarely talked about but incredibly important: how to restore blood circulation and muscle strength, especially in your lower body, with just a few simple changes to your breakfast routine. You'll be surprised to learn that the key to regaining your confidence, energy, and even the bedroom performance you had in your 20s might be sitting right in your fridge or kitchen. Let's find out together right now. Let's start with a superstar you've probably overlooked for years, even though it might be sitting in your fridge right now: plain yogurt. Sounds simple, right? But don't let its familiarity fool you. When eaten the right way, at the right time, plain yogurt can bring incredible benefits for blood circulation and muscle recovery, especially in those very important areas. I've met countless men over 60 who sit across from me looking frustrated, confused, and even embarrassed. They wonder why things down there just aren't like they used to be. And almost every time I ask about their diet, their answer is, "Doctor, I just have coffee. Maybe some toast if I remember." What they don't realize is this: at their age, their bodies are starving for certain nutrients the moment they wake up. And one of the most powerful sources of these nutrients is the plain yogurt sitting in their fridge all along. I know, yogurt seems like just a snack. But let me be clear, if you're a man over 60 and you're not eating plain yogurt regularly, you're missing out on one of nature's most powerful tools to restore blood flow and strength to your lower body. So, what's the secret? It's all about probiotics, protein, and calcium. Probiotics help reduce inflammation, which is one of the main causes of clogged blood vessels. Chronic inflammation can be a silent enemy of healthy circulation. Protein and calcium aren't just for your bones, they also strengthen those crucial pelvic floor muscles. You know, the muscles that support erections, control urine flow, and keep you stable and balanced throughout the day. As blood circulation slows with age, these muscles are among the first to feel the impact. But when you fuel them properly, especially first thing in the morning, your body responds. You'll feel more stable, with fewer cramps or numbness. And yes, you'll start feeling more confident during intimate moments. Not because of a pill, but because your blood is flowing again. I remember James, 65. He told me he hadn't had a morning erection in over 2 years. Just 4 weeks after switching his breakfast to a bowl of plain yogurt with a drizzle of honey, nothing fancy, he called me, his voice full of surprise. "Doctor," he said, "I woke up feeling like I was 40 again." That's the power of giving your body what it truly needs, at exactly the right time. Moving on to the second ingredient, another powerful combination you should add to your breakfast: quinoa with almonds. Whenever I see an older man complaining about poor circulation, weak erections, or a constant heavy feeling in the lower body, I don't just ask about medications. I ask about breakfast. And usually, breakfast is non-existent, or it's filled with sugar and empty carbs. What I recommend as a replacement might sound too simple, but trust me, a warm bowl of quinoa with almonds has changed more lives than you might imagine. Quinoa itself is an incredible ally for aging arteries. It's packed with magnesium and fiber, which help relax blood vessels and improve blood flow. For men over 60, this kind of circulatory support isn't just helpful, it's essential. Now, add almonds into the mix, and something amazing happens. These nuts are loaded with healthy fats, vitamin E, and antioxidants. These nutrients help your blood vessels relax, reduce inflammation, and allow smoother, stronger blood flow. This combination isn't just good for your heart, it directly impacts your ability to achieve and maintain a strong erection. I think of Robert, 69. After retiring, he felt like his body was falling apart, low energy, struggling to climb stairs, and intimacy had faded away. I convinced him to swap his sugary cereal for quinoa with almonds, blueberries, and a pinch of cinnamon. Within 2 weeks, his legs felt lighter. Within a month, he was sleeping better and waking up with more energy, and enjoying benefits both inside and outside the bedroom. "Doctor," he laughed, "I never thought a bowl of quinoa could do this." But here's the truth, what you eat in the morning shapes your blood flow for the entire day. This simple, warm, intentional combination tells your arteries it's safe to open up. It's time to nourish the muscles and nerves that help you feel like a man again. So now you've seen the power of these two simple yet incredibly effective ingredients. Plain yogurt in the morning kickstarts circulation and provides essential probiotics and protein. Quinoa with almonds cleans your arteries and delivers key nutrients for blood vessel elasticity. How do you get started? For yogurt, choose plain, unsweetened yogurt. You can add a little honey, fresh fruit, or nuts to enhance taste and nutrition. For quinoa and almonds, quinoa is easy to cook, prepare a batch in advance to save time. Combine it with roasted or soaked almonds for easier digestion. Add berries like blueberries or strawberries, and a sprinkle of cinnamon for extra flavor and antioxidants. Remember, small and consistent changes can lead to big results. Don't wait, start tomorrow. Are you ready to take your circulation support to the next level? There's a fruit that works almost like a natural Viagra, but with absolutely no side effects. Most men overlook it, but when eaten at the right time, its effects can kick in surprisingly fast. I still remember the look on Michael's face, 63 years old, when I told him to start eating pomegranate in the morning. He just chuckled. "Doctor," he said, "I always thought that was just a fancy fruit they served at parties." But what he didn't know, and what most men don't know, is that pomegranate is one of nature's most underrated tools for restoring blood flow, especially where it matters most. Pomegranates are rich in polyphenol antioxidants. These compounds help increase nitric oxide, the very same molecule that dilates your blood vessels and allows more blood to flow to your groin area. This is the exact biological pathway targeted by common erectile dysfunction medications, except this time, you're fueling it with food instead of pharmaceuticals. And it works fast. I've had patients tell me they noticed improved sensitivity and stronger morning erections within just a week of adding pomegranate to their diet. There's something powerful about letting your body do what it was designed to do, no synthetic pills, no side effects, just pure circulatory support directly from your breakfast. 2 weeks later, Michael called me. "I don't know if it's the pomegranate or the fact that I'm finally eating breakfast," he said, "but something's definitely waking up down there." We both laughed, but he wasn't imagining it. The polyphenol were doing their job, widening his blood vessels and bringing a fresh sense of vitality to his lower body. For best results, eat pomegranate on an empty stomach or right before your main breakfast. A handful of pomegranate seeds or a glass of pure pomegranate juice is all you need. Quick tip: choose fresh pomegranate or unsweetened juice for maximum benefits. If you're looking for a natural way to feel more alive and energized below the belt, pomegranate might just be one of the easiest and most refreshing tools you've been missing out on. If you truly want to stabilize your morning energy, restore balance, and prepare your entire lower body for the day ahead, you can't skip this next food. It's creamy, versatile, and when combined with a bit of healthy fat, it becomes one of the most powerful breakfasts for supporting circulation. Out of all the recommendations I've given over the years, this one gets the most surprised reactions. Avocado, they ask. For blood flow. But when you understand how your body works in those first few minutes after waking up, it makes perfect sense. Your muscles, including those in your legs, pelvis, and yes, even your penis, are running on empty after hours without food. Your blood vessels need nutrients. Your muscles need energy. And your nervous system needs balance. Half an avocado, simply mashed with a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, can be the morning stabilizer your entire lower body has been craving. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats that keep arteries flexible, plus potassium, which regulates blood pressure. And when you add olive oil, packed with anti-inflammatory compounds and antioxidants, you're giving your body the tools it needs to improve blood flow, regulate nerve signals, and maintain nerve sensitivity, something that can decline with age if we're not careful. These nutrients support muscle contractions, blood circulation, and even nerve health, all critical for male vitality. I had a patient, William, 72. He woke up every day with heavy, numb legs and a dull ache in his groin. He had tried stretching, massages, even prescription medications. Nothing worked. I suggested one small change: before his regular breakfast, try half an avocado with a little olive oil and a glass of warm water. To him, it sounded too simple. But 3 days later, he called me. "Doctor," he said, "I don't know what's happening, but my legs feel lighter, and I don't have to grab the nightstand just to stand up anymore." There's something fundamental about starting your day with real food, something your body recognizes. Something that doesn't just treat symptoms, but actually restores balance from the inside out. Avocados may seem humble, but eaten this way, they work quietly yet powerfully to restore circulation, balance nutrients, and energize every step you take. Final summary. So, we've explored 4 simple yet incredibly powerful foods to improve blood flow and vitality for men over 60. 1. Plain yogurt, kickstarts circulation and aids muscle recovery. 2. Quinoa with almonds, cleanses arteries and provides stable energy. 3. Pomegranate, boosts nitric oxide, enhancing blood flow especially in your lower body. 4. Avocado with olive oil, stabilizes energy, maintains artery flexibility, and supports nerve health. Try incorporating these superfoods into your breakfast. You can start with 1 or 2 and gradually add the others. It might sound simple, but their impact on your overall health and vitality will amaze you. Don't wait any longer. Your health and confidence are your greatest assets. Start your journey to restored vitality today. Now that you know about 4 amazing foods to help restore blood flow, strength, and energy down there, there's one last thing we need to cover. Because knowledge without action changes nothing. This final food is something many men overlook, yet it's incredibly powerful for vascular and muscle health: blackberries. These small, dark berries are packed with anthocyanins, potent antioxidants that strengthen blood vessels and improve artery elasticity. They're also rich in vitamin C and fiber, which reduce inflammation and support muscle health. I have a patient named David, 66, who added a handful of blackberries to his breakfast and noticed improved energy and sensitivity in less than a week. "Doctor," he said, "I never thought something so tiny could make such a huge difference." For best results, add fresh or frozen blackberries to your smoothie or eat them with yogurt for breakfast. If you've watched this far, it tells me one important thing: you care. You're not just drifting through this stage of life, letting your body do whatever it wants. You're still fighting. And the good news is, now you have the tools. But tools mean nothing if they stay hidden in the drawer. Real change starts the moment you choose to take action. Today. Not tomorrow. Start small. Tomorrow morning, commit to eating just one of the 5 foods we talked about. Maybe it's a bowl of plain yogurt with honey. Maybe it's quinoa with almonds and cinnamon. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to happen. Because what you eat in the first hour after waking up is one of the most powerful choices you can make for your circulation, your confidence, and your independence. Stop skipping breakfast. Don't wait until you're starving, exhausted, or already behind in your day. Feed your body when it's crying out for fuel. That's when your blood vessels respond best. That's when your muscles are ready to absorb nutrients. That's when you break the cycle of decline and start rebuilding what time has tried to take away. You might not notice huge changes overnight. But stick with it. Within days, you may feel more energy in your legs, more warmth in your groin, more strength in every step, sharper responsiveness where it matters most. You may sleep better. You may wake up feeling something you haven't felt in a long time: hope. And if you're worried it's too late for you, let me tell you honestly, it's not. I've seen men in their 60s, 70s, even late 80s transform their energy, their sex lives, and their overall vitality simply by committing to one thing: starting their day with purpose. So the simple question is this: will you take that first step tomorrow morning, or will you let another day go by, hoping things will somehow change on their own? If there's one thing I've learned after decades of working with men over 60, it's this: aging doesn't take away your strength. It only takes what you're willing to give up. And most of the time, what we give up isn't our bodies, it's the belief that change is still possible. But I'm here to remind you, it absolutely is. Now you know the 5 powerful breakfast foods. 1. Plain yogurt. 2. Quinoa with almonds. 3. Pomegranate. 4. Avocado with olive oil. 5. Blackberries. They can help restore blood flow, improve sensitivity, support muscle function, and bring life back to parts of your body that may have felt distant for too long. These aren't trends or gimmicks. They're real foods that directly impact your biology. And beyond that, you now understand exactly when and how to eat them for maximum effect. You recognize that how you spend the first hour after waking shapes everything else: your vitality, your confidence, your security, and even your relationships. You don't need to change everything at once. Just start. Start tomorrow. Own your mornings. Let your breakfast work for you, turning every bite into a powerful statement that you're still writing your story. This isn't the end. Far from it. Your next chapter begins with breakfast. And it begins with your choice.